Mm, 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 mm. Hey, babe, good morning. I decided to start early today. Let me see if you can see my screen properly. I believe we have a setup that we can do in the pre-market, so let's check. Yep, there we go. Hello, morning. Mm, 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 mm. So we had CPI, 0.2% month over month, and basically we have less inflation year over year. Yeah, things are not well politically speaking, so monetary even as well. So yeah, um, that's gonna play into the volatility that is about to come for the next few weeks in the markets. Nothing is gonna be uncertain. I entered the trade pre-market. You can see it right here. My logic is I'm using this very small fair value gap over here. Meanwhile, the price already touched and filled most of this gap and half of it, which is even better as a signature if you want for the price to go higher for the short term. My idea would be to keep the price in this area and maybe attack it until the open. We attack the previous high. I'm not saying we're going to be completely bullish for the rest of the day, but usually this type of wicks that you can see right here, they are about to be purged sooner or later. So if we get some volatility, I apologize. If we get some volatility at the open, we might just purge into that. And right now, I think I'm very well positioned. Uh, Only 3 micros, not a lot. Stop loss is not big. However, as you can see, we have almost 60 points up for grabs. And yeah, the logic would be for me to just attack this one. We don't know if he's gonna leave it like this. If we're gonna be having two relatively close highs, and maybe we're gonna attack those in the PM. But yeah, uh, I would assume this would be purged this session. There is a pro. Also, we have this. Let me see. This is the 8:30 open, right? We're using also the 8:30 open. 8:30 open. And as you can see, the bodies are holding the price. The 8:30 open is holding the price. So yeah, we're already at 8:30 when the news got released. We tapped into this fair value gap. Now the price is holding. The bodies are moving higher, staying above the 8:30 open and the gap that the news presented. I'm not saying we're not gonna attack this for the rest of the day. I'm just expecting maybe we gotta move higher just to attack the high. Let's say there's a scenario, even though you want to have a short-term correction, you want to have a high being taken in order to manipulate for a reversal. So yeah, let's see how that's going to play out. Mm-mm-mm. but anything can happen because we're trading before the open. So the reason why I'm trading pre-market is because these days have been extremely difficult after the open, and yeah, it's not an easy market to be in now. Hello, Ike. Let's see what else we have here. And we have also fair value gap that I will like for this 5 minute fair value gap to become an inversion and basically help us with the price moving higher. Yeah, and what's happening into that? This is basically a 5 minute inversion fair value gap. We're leaving a gap here, which is something most we're gonna touch it now. But yeah, I want the price to just jump higher now, preparing for the open. Let's see. Let's use that volatility for a good cause. Also, you cannot see it, but on the 30-second chart, here are two relative equal highs. These bodies are liquidity in themselves. Mm. Only one doubt I have about this move, I would like a lot of speed because we have a third high being formed, which usually means we might see a temporary reversal. So yeah, I want now exactly just to shoot it up. Plus we have volume imbalance here, which I don't like. 15 minutes till the open. We're touching the volume imbalance here. Let's see if they wanna keep sending this up or it's the reversal after the third high was formed. Mm-mm-mm. If this low is gonna hold, I might consider adding one or two more, but this has to hold because it's gonna be a break in market structure otherwise. Maybe just one, not two. Mm-mm-mm. Nice reaction. Let's try it. We added one more. Let's do like this. I was in a rush. I'm just gonna add $20 to my loss. Forgot. Let me show the account. It's the same account. Yesterday, I managed to recover my loss on stream during the PM session. We had a beautiful move to the upside, and yeah, difficult days, difficult days. In hindsight, after you watch the price action, you're like, okay, it makes sense how they manipulate it. But while you're trading, live streaming, explaining your reasoning at the same time, it's just a lot of factors that play into those decisions. So yeah, not easy. I'm happy my audience is growing. At the same time, it adds pressure, and I'm excited about it. But yeah, there are difficult days where you're gonna doubt yourself and also people that are watching you. So now let's see. I don't see a particular reason on why we would move lower right now. The only problem I have is that the market is gonna open soon, so 1 week can just take my stop loss. Thank you. I appreciate the kind words. I really do. Let's see this move. I would like for us before the open to be above this little high. If any of you are following these trades, this is a partial because this is liquidity in itself. So you can take 1 or 2 contracts here and rest up there. I have a small loss of $100 from pre-market, so I'm gonna go for the ultimatum. And yeah. I tried just for you to have the visibility. In pre-market, during the open, the London Open, I was noticing on the 5-minute fair value. I apologize. Fair value gap got respected. Mid of that fair value gap, the bodies of the candles were respecting the middle of that fair value gap. And here I was like, okay, we have another 5-minute fair value gap. Let's buy this one and basically attack this liquidity that we just took at 8:30. I wanted to hold in pre-market. It didn't happen. I was a bit rushed because actually I wanted to trade it before the London Open. I live in Europe, so for me it's morning when all of this was happening. And I was like, maybe we can just attack this liquidity here. It happened, but I was at the gym actually when all this movement started. So yeah. Plus you have this relative equal lows here. It's not as easy with this setup, but yeah, I had that in mind. 6 minutes until the open. Let's see. I'm gonna look on the higher time frame if there is a reason for me to leave at least one contract open. Well, there is. We have a monthly high. Are we gonna tag that now? Ooh, sexy. That monthly high is 300 points away, so Yeah. Let me annotate the midnight open just to have an idea where the price is. So we are a long way from the midnight open, so that should be taken into consideration as well. Midnight. And why I'm saying this, you have the midnight here, you have the 8:30. If you want to be bullish, it would have been nice for you to be bullish when I was trying to be bullish in the pre-market this morning. So now, the price has escalated a lot. Obviously, there's room for more, but at the same time, um, more reasons exactly for short-term corrections like this. So if the 8:30 wants to be touched again, that can happen. 77. I'm not willing to indulge as much. This is a volume balance that can be touched. I don't like that. But yeah, we left equal highs, so I have no doubt we're gonna attack my target. I'm just wondering if I should move my stop loss below this gap. I don't think so. I think we should trust our judgment. And yeah, these are equal lows as well. Let me see. There was no reason to short. So our bias is still strong. We might just be taken out, and let me just move it a bit more back here. Just because this is a breaker, low, high, low, low, higher, high. So maybe this breaker will be respected. We're touching again that fair value gap. I don't want for this to be open, because that can be a short. So and we're close to opening, so I don't like how I'm positioned right now, honestly. So we're touching that fair value gap, we're touching the 8:30 open. Meanwhile, here we left a lot of volume imbalances and two relative equal highs. I'm watching the higher time frames. Apologize. Now this is a CB, but I don't want to consider it to be a short, even though it is. My bias is bullish, so I want for this to be an inversion fair value gap. I'm not going to consider it for a short. However, we are before open, so anything can happen, so I'm just going to be patient. Yeah, this can just be now at the open short, and yeah, grab for liquidity. It can happen for sure. Unfortunate we have only 1 minute 30. We're still respecting that fair value gap, to be honest, the green one that I annotated. We're gonna open soon. I would like to be above those relative equal highs here when we open. I'll be back in 1 second. Okay, we're gonna open soon. Uh, uh, uh. Yeah. Very close to being touched. We're gonna be soon probably. Let me just slightly move, adjust a bit more. In case they wanna leave some relative equal lows for later. But yeah, not ideal. If we are at this point committed. Yeah, fortunate. That was a short over here. We touched the gap again, and yeah, that was it. Right now, we're just gonna have to wait for 9:45. Most probably, this is just gonna move higher now, but yeah. Yeah, unfortunate. It's an inversion fair value gap. So basically, this is the type of movement that we wanted. It's just let me see. Yeah, so basically just wanted to fill this gap. So that's that. One small trade on the 30-second chart. But yeah, basically it's same entry. I used the 30-second fair value gap, and target is the same. Everything is the same. Just repositioning myself in the same trade idea that I had. This is the first presentation fair value gap. I will just use this one. Also, my entry was based on the fact that we were inside of an inversion fair value gap. Maybe I can add more if the price is willing to come here. Basically have buy to limit. And stop loss would move. And this would have to be respected now. Touching. We're touching this volume balance, but not the first presentation for value gap. We're going to take two of the high and we're going to see how the price is going to navigate because I see a lot of speed coming. I don't believe I want those two extra contracts anymore, by the way the setup is. And my stop loss is moved at break even because we just got filled. Right now, let me check the Asian range. Second monthly high is at 121 in 70 points. So let's see if we have another one here. Sell. And another one here. That's the case, even though I doubted. Pretty aggressive open. 65. We left relative equal highs, I believe. Yes, on the E-mini, this is a fair value gap. And the price should not come here. Let me delete this. This is a small fair value gap. Let me delete this as well. A small fair value gap, this is a big one. And yeah, the price might just come back and steal all this liquidity. It's gonna be very ugly. Not an easy morning. CPI. And we got filled exactly at the high, 2 ticks. Let's see if they want to send this higher. We want a lot of speed. Um, yeah, 135 and monthly high would be the ultimate target. Let's see for how many we can hold. Moving my stop loss, basically below this 5 minute. At 90.75 we have another partial. Maybe some speed can help us. I'm watching this sort of block, even though like where are the highs, it should be out by now. I'm just having two contracts and I'm trying to take the most out of them. But most of the times I will be already out of this trade. Try and see if this is a short. This one basically. If this 1 minute candle wants to be a short or not. That would be a beautiful short. I took one contract out and I'm out of both of them. Let me see if I can short this. And this would be my stop loss 77. Um, I might regret this because I was in a long, but I have reasons to believe this candles will be attacked at some point. So yeah, the first presentation for a value gap would be my first target. Maybe my ultimate target. First presentation for 16. Mm. Let's see if we can trade this one both ways. It's risky trade, I would say, because we're still in a bullish scenario, but I would like to try it. Because right now, as you can see, we're still touching this. We're touching this, so I can just go higher if it wants. Yeah. Price is very stagnant at the moment. So there are two instances. Either they're preparing for a move, and yeah, I'm not saying I'm bearish for the day, not at all. I'm just looking for a short-term correction because we left a lot of volume imbalances and the first presentation fair value gap has not been touched yet. But yeah. Actually, I'm just gonna place my whole position here. I cannot be bearish to see more. If that's gonna happen, that's fine. It's just I don't see it. I see it as a very short-term idea. And it's not even 10 o'clock. Yeah, I don't like this movement. Might regret the fact that I was in a long and I did not took advantage of my position. Yes. Hmm. That was my first profit target. On my second. Yeah. Frustrating. 113, we have some highs that are going to be attacked. It's nothing I can buy at this point. We were best positioned. Oh. Oh, but there's no point. You had all this accumulation here. You could have just bought. I was too ambitious. It was a silly idea of me to go from long to short. The I I I was too ambitious in terms that I knew we're gonna have to be bullish for the rest of the day, and yeah, I just decided to try a short-term approach, which um, I'm not really certain that's a good idea. You don't know for how long this is gonna run. Let me see. We are at the third standard deviation, and I don't know why we have here monthly high. But yeah, and we have at 121. We have some liquidity. So the run is not over. Just don't know for how long that's gonna be, because it's the fair value gap, and this is the all. It's gonna stay like this. It's respecting. 121 is next. Yeah. Hmm. Sorry, I had no idea what was off. It's unfortunate. Hurts. I hurts. It hurts. Thank you for the compliments, man. But mm, grind is very small for a value gap, even though I believe it's gonna come into this 5 minute one. Yeah, I don't believe it's gonna hold. Very tiny one. Just believe we're gonna go for 213, so I want to see if that's gonna happen. Ten o'clock is near. Very unusual for me to buy this high. 10 o'clock. That's a power of 3 of the 10 o'clock candle. I don't want for this to be touched now. I think it's counterintuitive. Two 215, yeah, 12, 212. I'll put it to 100. Sell limit. Any fair value gap that is gonna hold, I will just move my stop loss because this is very unknown territory. It's too high. This is an outlier type of day, so if that's gonna happen, I just need to be very careful with my stop losses. We're touching a new week opening gap. We're inside a new week opening gap. Let's watch and wait. 182 would be the next target. Yep. Moving our stop loss. If it reaches 182, I'm just gonna... No, not yet. I want to finish editing a video first and then I'll do it. We are 25 points away from our target. We're touching the mid of that new week opening up. And yeah. I sold one here. Duly noted. I will compile a PDF about my strategies too. Mm. Mm. We have not touched 182. It's a fair value gap, and this one too. We're touching this one. Even if the price wants to move lower, it's gonna take this high here, and we might be out. It depends on the push that is gonna happen. I'm just gonna try a very interesting trade. I added more. Hmm, we sell at a high most of our position. Added into that fair value gap, and now we just want to be taken. For this to be taken, I mean. I adjusted a bit the stop loss in order to be taken. The target limit, I apologize. Yep. One more out. Break even. And we're out completely. Mm-mm. Yep. 213 as I. Yep. As I assumed. 500 in a bag. Uh, it's very unfortunate because we had three contracts, four contracts at 200, so we had 200 points in the bag, which is approximately the win. I recovered for the win by adding now as I did. Um, One reason why I added so high ultimately was because we had three fair value gaps, and you know you're bullish. You know you had a very very looked for high time frame target. Usually when you see exactly a big drop into the last fair value gap, it means that they just want to reach for this liquidity in order to do what they just did. I knew a big move is about to be coming, and yeah, that's the reason that I basically added here. I regret not using a limit, but yeah, the main idea was there. Instead of, I got filled at 59 and the best fill would have been 52, so it's okay. Good trade. Ultimately, this was a good trade, and I'm gonna make a video about it. But all of this would have been an amazing trade just if I would have been patient about it. Yeah, I'm gonna take notes on that. Happy with happy with the day. At the end of the day, let me show the profit target. 463. Well, that's a good rent in Europe. It depends where you live, or half a rent in Europe. So that's good. That's good. Um, well, we didn't hit stop loss. No, the thing is, it was my mistake. I knew we were gonna be bullish for the day. I just got very ambitious about it. Let me see. The ultimate target today would be 352. It is possible. By the way, price is moving. A 500 points day. Yeah, can be possible. Yeah, it is possible and it's gonna happen. Today was a good day. Yeah, the point is I'm at this part of my journey when I'm trying to take the most out of the good moves, and this was an incredible move. Did you place any trades, Watson? Hmm. I'm gonna stay with you for another 10 minutes, 5 minutes, and then I'll go because we've been streaming for a while and I'm not gonna take any more trade. I think it's the ultimate target for today would be the monthly high 353. So yeah, let me check. Insane day, insane. So yeah, basically let me just hide everything. We're attacking this high. Mm-hmm. Good profit. We have relative equal highs here on the high time frame. We have fair value gap here, one here. Yeah, yeah. Insane day. Insane day. Well, not happy with my executions, happy with the profit. We profited, and that's a good day. After yesterday, I needed this. I'll reflect a bit on what I did wrong, and yeah, I hope by tonight I'm gonna be able to post my next video. But yeah, This is another fair value gap. It's just insane for you to buy it now. Yes, yes, I'll create that. I promise I'll create it. It's just right now the audience is growing bit by bit, and as much as I would like to have a lot of things to handle in this regard, I think it would be a bit premature. It would be a bit too soon to crowd my schedule with Discord as well. This is the only reason why I don't do it. I barely keep up with the posts. They take a long time for me to edit them the way you see them, and have other errands to run as well. I'm used to trade and just shut down my computer. Now I have to put a lot of effort into YouTube and growing a community. So it's gonna happen, but it's just gonna happen in stages. Well, there are choppy days because if there is a good day, I'm 80%, 90% of the time not losing. If the price is moving, if we're not in a choppy price action, I'm winning. When we have choppy price action, there's not much I can do. Like, even though, yeah, I post a video about me losing, it's not like I'm hiding the fact that I'm losing. I'm live streaming it, which is even better, in my opinion, because you can see my commentaries as it's happening. So, in order for me to reach a broader audience, I don't think they will find much insights from choppy days. That's the reason. I know there is a lot of insight from losing days, but not from choppy days. And this is what I'm losing. So if people want to see the full journey, they can check the live stream. Uh, at least at the moment, that's my rationale. But yeah, for sure. I have a lot of catching up to do on my strategies on losing days, how to handle emotionally with losing days. There is a lot of content to be made. Yeah, it was a good day. I'm gonna go buy an ice cream for my girlfriend. Uh, she needs it. Ultimately, now, let me think of the price, what the price can do. Let's say it comes back in here and then it shoots higher. The monthly high is only 130 points away. Yeah. Yeah, she loves ice cream. I'm trying to be on a diet right now. I'm trying to eat a lot of protein, low calorie meals. So ice creams are not helping me right now. Um, but yeah, I'm a perfectionist. I'm happy about the profit. I'm extremely sad about how I handled everything. It's just after you have a losing day, a difficult day, and you have a lot of choppy days, because yeah, if we look on the daily, you'd say, yeah, we had two green candles. Yesterday's price action was horrible because we opened higher. And let me just delete this ones and this one. Yeah, we opened higher, but we had 2 days of choppy price action. So it's not easy to move back into that pace where you're having distribution. Now we're having distribution. Basically, the price is just going, reaching the targets, reaching liquidity. But yeah, bubble tea. Man, I don't like bubble tea. She doesn't like it either. We don't understand. If I want to make tea, I'm just gonna make a hot tea. And those things have a lot of sugar, and yeah, I'm trying to stay healthy. I need to keep mind sharp. So yeah, taking CBD oil in order to sleep. But yeah, I'm trying to stay away from stimulants. I'm just enjoying my regular glass of wine during weekends. Thank you for being here. Yeah, don't trade anymore. Most probably the price is just gonna move higher. Or we leave that for tomorrow. I don't know. I'm just gonna watch it later. I'm gonna be like, yeah, we should have bought that, but it's already too high. Yeah. Thanks for being here. Yeah, this is gonna be taken. Like, this is a signature in price. If you see that 5 minute is formed and it left this week and we're bullish, we're gonna take this high at least. So now you can just, let's say you could have just bought this fair value gap right here and just attack this high, and you would have been aiming for 30 points. But no, I'm done. Ciao.